Hello and welcome to a brand new live stream of Dings with Kinks. I am one of your hosts, John, and with me, as always, the ever intrepid, the ever properly dressed Miss Rebecca.
Hello.
Wow.
Properly
And a
dressed?
man, oh, you're very properly dressed right now. And a
Okay.
man
They are very proper.
whose favorite fetish wear is the skin you walked in on, Mr. Shep.
I mean, that works.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Okay, I want to tell you right now. I thought about your intro all day long, Shep, for this stream because as soon as I knew we were talking about fetish wear, and I was like, "Well, Shep's dream fetish wear is the skin. He loves skin." And I'm like, "That's his intro." How are y'all tonight?
I'm good. How are
Good.
you?
I am doing great. I'm excited to be here. We had a great episode. We just got done recording.
We did. We did.
I like doing these live streams right after we record.
Yeah.
Because we have such a high energy when we leave the episode that it's just fun to be like, okay, let's take it to the audience, and then we immediately go in.
Just give it to them.
Yeah.
Just give it
Yeah.
into
We get fluffed a little bit with our recording. We fluff ourselves a little bit and then we go in the live streams. Okay.
Hey, Kagomi,
Hi.
Hooter
Hi,
Boy,
everyone.
and Mama Boo, how y'all doing? These are new, or am I just out of the loop? No, those have actually been around for a long time. Those emojis, they're follower emojis. You can only use them here. Woohoo.
Woohoo.
um, guys, what are we talking about tonight?
I thought you knew. Wait, what? What?
I thought we were
No,
talking
I know
about
what we were.
her outfit.
Our outfit's pretty awesome. I mean, I knew what we were
I mean, the
talking
clothes
about
are good too. Yeah.
in the episode we just recorded,
Yeah.
but you guys can't have me remembering what we talked about fetish wear. Oh, okay, Kagome got it. Thank you, audience. You know what we're talking about. We're talking
Fetish
about
wear.
fetish wear.
Fetish wear or kink things you wear while kinking.
Yeah. And I think we all have a little
Or
bit of
even
that we
things,
enjoy.
even clothes that are kinks. Like that are kinks.
Kinky
Yeah.
wear.
Check it out. Totally wear your pantyhose. Look at this.
Ah. Well, see,
Yes,
and I'm
yes.
wearing my corset. I'm
We
wearing a
all,
corset.
Yeah.
Like these are.
we all know you and a hose. Now it's
Well,
proven. He's into the hose, people.
I will say kinkware is not necessarily like sexy clothing. There's a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Future episodes that we haven't covered and stuff we talked about in the past. I'm excited.
Yeah,
And we also got a brand new toy
excited.
review.
We do. We
Oh,
do.
I'm excited to hear that one too. And we're going to be talking about sexy sound, like what really gets you going. Like,
So then Rebecca's
Oh my god!
sexy voice talk.
It's like, am I a puppy now? I'm like, all right, okay.
no, see, that could be one or two things. That could be the sound of a sprinkler, which I'll talk about later. There's a whole story.
Oh wow. Okay.
Hope we don't get too wet from it.
So yeah. Mhm.
Hope we don't blush and gush from it.
Yeah. It is for some reason emote only chat.
What?
I turned that off. I don't know what's going on. It said emote only chat on my side, but I may need to refresh. Oh, okay. Wearing, looking good. Thanks, Hooter Boy. Listen, when we were doing this episode, I am a member of many Discord and forum groups for my fetish because it is essentially fetish wear for us. And I was like, hey guys, fetish wear, is not what everyone thinks it is. I want you guys to come out and represent because fetish wear essentially ties in hard with paraphilia, which is the sexual attraction to an object or item of clothing. I know that too well, so we're going to be talking about all of it. Miss Rebecca, what is your favorite? And I mean, wish I could put my finger on it. I think I could guess what your favorite fetish wear is, but why don't you go ahead and talk to us about what you represent, like of your favorite types of fetish wear?
I love corsets. I mean, if you ever listen to the corset episode, I mean, you should know this. I found this website like you can buy corsets like four for one. It's actually quite affordable and they're very high quality. But I
Did you
love
find
corsets.
discount corsets?
Well, they're discount corsets at high quality. It's Gucci on a Goodwill budget. It's great. Because that's how I roll. I love corsets because I feel good in them. I feel sexy in them. I also love the versatility of them. Like you can go like this one is very. I could probably wear this with jeans and go out and on an everyday thing, or I can wear it with something a little shorter and skimpier and for a play scene. And I love how corsets are not they're versatile. Their looks, you can get different types of looks, different types of fabric, different types for whatever it is that you want to do, whether it be everyday life into some really like PVC leather, hardcore, like and I love the versatility. I love how I feel in them. I do like how they shape me and
We
I
like
think
that
they're
too. Let's
wonderful.
gonna go ahead and throw that out there. We're 100% liking that. I don't think
Thanks.
there's a member of the audience or cast who's not like shaped pretty well. Kagome wants that website, so if you could link that in the chat.
Yes. Corset story. I discovered that I can't remember if it was TikTok or even just online. I found them and they are not. I'm wearing this now. They are not promoting us. They are not like paying us to say this. I am just saying this is one of they have sales all the time. They're very affordable and they really are so high quality for you would think you would be paying more for them and I love them.
Money,
I love how
please. So since we're doing such a good ad read for them, I'm like, money, please.
I've known about them as soon as you said this sale. I knew, yeah. And I do. They have beautiful, and they are always coming out with different styles. Like their whole new is like sleeves, and I love corsets. I do. It's and heels. I like corsets and heels. I like the combo. Like, there is nothing sexier. You can be prissy and prim and you can be slutty and sultry. Whatever you want to do, you can have there's a corset and a heel for that. And that's what I love about it. So yeah.
Fuck yeah. That has got to be my probably my second favorite fetish wear of all time are the corsets. Damsel in Distress on Facebook is good too. Awesome. Well, you can, Mama Boo, you can actually post the links. We allow link posting in the group, or you could go like if you guys want to have a good discussion. The Discord now has a Dinks with Kink section that you can add all your dinks, all your kinky links, pictures, everything. Everything flies as long as you follow the rules of consent, respect, and no kink shaming. I don't do heels though. Too clumsy for that. Flats all the way. Samesies. I've tried to wear heels. It hurts my feet. Now, Mr. Shep, we all know your prevalence for bare skin, but do you have a preferred like fetish outfit that kind of like really piques your interest to see?
Oh, to see. Well,
Or wear. Or wear. I mean, honestly, because I'm about to talk about it. Mine is both seeing, wearing, and
well, when it comes to wearing, I feel like the basic bitch of the family group here, because in my years of doing all the events and everything else, I mean, you've seen that I don't really have that many kind of fetish style outfits. I've always been curious about, but I never explored it too much. I guess the most outfit I get would be my utility kilt. The black one that has all the nice hooks to hold all the bloggers from and stuff like that. But
I have that same one in my car.
yeah, but as far as fetish wear, I appreciate it all. Oh my, taintful of honesty there too. But yes, as far as fetish wear goes, I love the corsets, but I love also anything that does accentuate the form, the leather, the PVC style, all that kind of stuff.
My taintful honesty. Coach got a boner right now.
It's that hosiery, man.
It's a
I don't
hosiery.
know why. I would tell you what, fetish wear is probably my favorite thing because before or after you grabbed your tank. Why not both?
Yeah,
The whole
why
experience
not
is
and?
fine. So it is no secret that I've had a fetish for pantyhose and tights since I was a wee lad. Just seeing somebody in there totally drove me wild. And it wasn't until I was older that I was like, I would like to wear these too. And at first I had the whole thought, and in the groups you're talking today is talking about like being gay or straight and like wanting to wear them yourself, like wearing them, oh, you must be gay, you like to wear pantyhose. I'm like, that's not the case at all. It's something that triggers arousal. And even if I may be pan personally, but I predominantly more attracted to women than I am men. Of course, it all goes when you add pantyhose involved. That's how big my fetish is. But personally, that. And I would have to say number 2 on that list is corsets. And if you put them together, well, my brain melts a little bit. I can't handle the combination. You put a corset and pantyhose on, I don't care about your gender. It's going to happen. This is what's happening. I'm aroused by
So
it.
Rocky Horror was big for you, huh?
Oh God. Okay. I said this when we did the watch party. I was like, that right there is the reason I am pan. Tim Curry in nobody has a fetish for dental floss. Well, I mean, you can't really wear you can wear dental floss, but no, we're talking more things. But Foam H, rule number 1: if it exists, there's a fetish for it.
And back to Kakome, in case she was asking if that question was directed to me, what do you wear at events, though? That's the tragic thing about the events, because I don't get to hang out at the events and enjoy my time. I'm usually spending all my time upstairs in hot lights, doing a lot of physical activity, whether it's flogging people or Violet Wand or anything else. So unfortunately, I don't get to dress up and stuff because I'll get too hot and too overheated too quickly otherwise. So I have to dress down in light clothes and everything.
But he always looks good. I will say that. Shep rocks about any outfit. Let the Shep be free. No, the Shep can't be free. We need the Shep to do the things. Because that's what Shep would rather be doing anyway. He doesn't want to socialize. He just wants to do his thing. If you gave Shep freedom, he would just be like, can
Also
I go
true.
back to doing the thing?
You're
Yeah.
right.
And by the end of the
Shep.
night, my shirt's off, so it's getting too hot. So yeah.
Let's see. My boyfriend has a pantyhose fetish too. I'm telling you, it's a common fetish. The pantyhose thing. Like of all the groups and members I'm being into, those are the largest. Outside of like foot fetish, I think that's the second largest fetish if I had to pick one. Because if you look on FetLife right now and just throw rock salt on a fetish list, that massive list, you'll hit pantyhose. You'll hit some form of nylon or pantyhose at least 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Let Shep have fun. Shep does have fun doing the events, y'all. Don't let him lie to you and say that he can't be free, because we've given Shep freedom to go do a thing, and he walked 3 steps away and he goes, "This is horrible. I hate this. Can I go back to doing the thing?"
Yes, there's the rare moments. If I get overheated, I'll run outside where it's normally frigid to cool off for a few minutes. Yes, but otherwise, I enjoy it because there's a long line of people wishing to be flogged.
He hides in his corner. He
Hide
does.
in my
He's usually
corner.
in a corner.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
This is
say he
true.
hides because everybody knows exactly where he's at. Hiding implies that he can't be found.
That's true.
Yeah, body in front of me on the cross, surrounded by a crowd of people. I no hiding there.
Mm-hmm. Usually, Shep is a main event at these events. So, yeah, if a
Side
Ruth
stage at
puts her
best.
foot in the camera, everybody stops. Flogging is, and well, yeah. Nobody puts Sheps in a corner. Shep requests a corner.
Uh-huh.
So let's see. We've talked about heels. We talked about corsets. You guys are going to have your mind blown, but these are things that we've talked about before in the past. But there's stuff that's still on our wheel that we haven't talked about, like Diapers.
There's that.
Mm-hmm. And not for what you think they're used for. They're very common with littles. They're also very common in just humiliation and degradation kinks. But I have seen so many things. In fact, one of our first guests, Auntie Amy, when she was on, if you go to her Twitter page, it's just filled with fetish wear because she was on our first fetish wear episode, which was latex. And
Mhm.
she's like, you would be surprised how many diapers go under latex. And I'm just like, what? And I went to her Twitter, and sure enough, very common. And then speaking of something a little more common, latex. That was like what, our second episode ever of all time.
Yeah, that was before me. Latex was
Yeah.
before me. Yeah.
So I guess the hardest for me to understand is candle wax, plastic saran wraps, and the plastic saran wraps. Well, we're kind of talking like latex right now. If you want to know candle wax, Stone Mage, you can go to Dinks with Kinks, anywhere you listen to podcasts. We did a whole episode on candle wax. It
Wax
was
play.
really good. Wax play.
Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah.
It was a really good one. I am into wax play because of that episode.
I still need to get you I need to still order you the massage candle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do.
Massage candle.
Yeah, the one
Mm-hmm.
where you pour the wax on. It's like lotion.
I think.
Oh, the soy wax ones that they have like at the
Yeah.
Ren fairs and stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say, I got
Um,
I got your color waxes, I got your paraffin wax, I got your wax covered here.
You want some? I feel like Shep in a trench coat. You want some wax play? I got some.
Yeah, I
he
mean,
does. He has
admittedly
lots
though,
of.
I don't have the soy wax, so yeah.
Um, one of the things I loved is fetish wear doesn't necessarily have to be clothing either. As Stonemaid said, like saran wrap, wrapping people up in saran wrap. I have seen that as fetish wear for encasement fetish and just compression fetish.
You know what's become fetish wear?
What's
That
that?
I've noticed it's blown up because of TikTok. Because
Hmm.
I am all up on the
You
TikToks.
do the TikTok.
I do the tickety talks. 3-piece suits. 3-piece suits on men have become fetish wear for women. Like, you see them all over. It's like, hey, put on his tailored vest and shirt and jacket and like and it just it's become a thing. So it doesn't necessarily have to be one of like you have to go into some special store or order it specially online. Like, you can absolutely wear something that will do all sorts of things for people just by going to the
And
store.
you are a little wrong. It was a thing well before TikTok. I own several three-piece suits that I used to wear to fetish events all the time. This is
Well, it became
many
more
years.
popular.
So I don't think so. I just think it became more mainstream
Well,
because I know
yeah.
several people who have been wearing three-piece suits because it just looks good. A three-piece suit just looks good.
Yes,
All
John, but
right.
I feel like that there are more people out there who have bought the three-piece suit because has become more mainstream because of TikTok and because of the popularity of it. A lot of people, like a lot of these younger men, didn't even think about buying a suit or having a suit until they were introduced to the kink community and that type of style.
Yeah. Well, I
Well,
mean, that's what I was saying is like before TikTok,
kids,
because like I'm
we'll
not
just
arguing.
agree it's a
I'm not
nice
arguing.
we'll just agree that it's a nice resurgence of
A
It's a
style.
nice
nice
resurgence. See,
resurgence.
look, it's for Shep. Shep's
Yep,
rewarding it.
playing that middle ground. But yeah, no,
Mhm.
I love the three-piece suit, and I love, and I will either go jacketless or I'll bring the jacket but won't wear it all night because I love the vest.
Mhm.
Like just in the vest, the tie, that is something that's real big. Like I love wearing. I have four of them in that closet right now, and one in my trunk. Like right now, I have a three-piece suit in the trunk of my car. I can go three-piece suit anywhere, anytime.
I
Why
can't.
is it in the trunk of your car?
Those are things I
I
can't.
work for. I work at to work.
Can't do it. Mm.
Mhm.
Oh,
It's a little more 1970s style, and it's suede. So it's a little more comical. I think y'all seen the picture of me in that suit. It's
and a
pretty
bowler
nice.
hat.
In a bowler hat. It's pretty fantastic.
Yes.
But I have the red and black. I have purple and black. I have pinstripe. and they are all very tight. Like you think corsets are tight, man. If you're wearing a properly fitted vest and all that, that's a male corset right there, without being an actual corset. Because there are male corsets.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you're wearing that suit right, you're wearing that vest like a corset.
If you're wearing the suit right, you're wearing something else later. Tell me I'm wrong.
Wow.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. You ain't wrong. Man, if people saw me in a suit, well, I mean, the only person keeping people from the world seeing you in a suit is you. Wear a suit. Do it, man. Everyone can wear a suit.
You do
Doesn't matter
you.
what size you are. You
Yep.
do you. Yeah. I know people who look good in suits no matter big, tall, short, skinny, fat. Everybody looks good in a suit.
You just have to go get it tailored. Just to
Hmm.
take, like, I think you don't, it doesn't even have to be expensive. And you can go and take it to a tailor it's gonna cost you maybe $20-$30 to tailor it. And it will look like it costs you like hundreds of dollars. Like
Hmm.
it's all about fit. So you can go to Goodwill, find a really nice suit at Goodwill, and then just get it tailored, spend the 10, 20 extra dollars. I do that with like dresses. I know how to like alter my own clothes. So it's not, but yeah, just go to Goodwill. It doesn't have to be expensive, and
All of my suits have come from either like thrift stores or
my
thrift
mic
stores or
is not
Goodwill.
cooperating.
Well, because it
Uh,
just doesn't want to be in the way, and I understand it. We are all. It is the power of the audience willing your microphone away. Like we are so upset right now. I've never been more mad at your microphone.
And now she's gonna kung fu fight with it.
But yeah, all of my suits, and I look good in them because I've had them tailored and to fit me. Where's a tailor these days? Oh, they're all over. Just
you just
All
all
Google
you have to
over.
do is look for alterations.
it. Hmm.
I like there was an alteration shop. I can tell like 3 like right now off the top of my head still in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Just look for
You
anything
know what?
alteration.
Uh,
Yes.
cons are a great place to find people who tailor, because they make their own cosplays. Most of them, there are whole panels on tailoring at conventions under cosplayer. Most people who like make their own cosplays can tailor, and they can either point you in the right direction or they can do it for you for a cost. You never ask anybody to do anything for free. Always pay anybody for their time and effort.
Right.
I have no fashion sense. I've never had one. I need a good one. I have no fashion sense though. I mean, I don't either. I take very pretty women who know very good fashion with me and go shopping. I just go, hey, everyone I see standing next to you is really well dressed. I'm pretty sure you dressed half of them when you take me shopping.
You've never asked me to go shopping with you.
You're in
Does that say
Texas.
is that say something?
No, it literally says that you are across the country from me. If you were
Okay.
here, I would absolutely take you go thrift shopping. Shoot, with me.
Yeah, and I could never handle a 3-piece suit. Maybe the vest, but otherwise too much clothing.
Sean says go shopping with him. I mean, if you were here, absolutely, I would take you shopping,
You know
100%,
what?
hands
I should
down.
do that. Next time I'm in Charlotte, I should just have Miko come down and we just take all of our boys shopping.
Hmm. I tell you what, I have I would take Miko to take me shopping if she was here too. She is
Yeah.
also one of them. But yeah, I don't think I could do a suit at an event. I am too concerned about having to handle something if something breaks out. Hmm. I can punch in a 3-piece suit. I have no problem with that. I've had to do it. I've had to like handle ruffians, people who are too drunk in a 3-piece suit. It was quite funny.
Yeah, I don't want to Hulk out and just like split the back of it.
Yeah.
And
But usually,
knock
if you're in a
over a
3-piece
seat.
suit, if you walk up to somebody and go, "Hey, buddy, let's go get a glass of water. Come on." Anybody they'll do whatever you say. If you're well dressed, they will just do what you say. So, well,
Well, we talked about 3-piece suits and such, but What
Well,
about the
actually,
people that are always like less is more?
oh yeah, well, oh yeah, less is more is great. What about ladies? Remember, I remember so many people at Purgatory or after the events being in suits, women as well. Well, like I said, yeah, suits are genderless. A woman can wear a suit and look damn good in it.
I
Yes,
actually
they can.
I used to before pre-children, I had several pantsuits that were tailored that were like I love them. They made me look very nice and clean and I have a lot of jackets now. I don't have a lot of suits, but I have a lot of jackets that can go over corsets, so it's like a combo.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, female suits are hot. You see some of those on TikTok where they're mm,
I've seen some. I've
mm,
seen some of them at
mm.
Purgatory, and just oh my god, yes
Oh,
please, yes
oh
please.
yes. You know
Oh yeah,
what?
there.
I don't want to see you naked. I just want to see you in that. Can I just look at you like completely clothed? Let's just
Yes.
kind of
And let's not forget the accessories for the role playing people, your furries and such, like your
Oh,
tails and everything
absolutely.
else.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Stone Mage, you doing a good job. I'm proud of you. You make fantastic jewelry, and unlike anybody I've ever seen, you take great care in personalizing everything you do. Like everything about it, everything about your work shows that you have personal care. You don't just template stuff. You make stuff with your heart and soul, and that's amazing. And I love it.
I
It's just
love his
great.
stuff. I love it.
Also, while we talk about furries, audience, what are your favorite types of fetish wear? We want to know yours. Um,
I mean, Tinkerspell, if I remember correctly, wears a great corset and wings, fairy
hmm,
wings.
That's
that's always
fine.
fun. Yeah. Oh, I love that. But yeah, furries as far as like fetish wear. The best part is when you see a furry, but on top of them, because it's not so much a fetish wear for them because that is their persona, but to
Mhm.
see a furry in fetish wear, um, wear stuff on top of that. Because I've seen furries in corsets and the highs and garters. Those are good. That's good money, Sea Rouge. Tinkerspell,
That's good
corsets,
money. That's
that's
good,
good money. That's that good shit. I'm
That's a
all
good
about
shit right
that
there.
shit.
You just hit a Dondero trigger there. That's some good shit.
You did. You
That's some
did.
good
You
sh
just triggered
that's
him.
some good
Good
shit.
shit. Good
That's
shit. I've
that's
never
that good
owned
shit.
garters. I have plenty of thigh highs, but no garters.
I think traumatized from garters because that's where typically when I used to work in the gentlemen's clubs, that would be where the women kept their money on a garter. Like it would just be
Oh,
a
I'm
garter
sorry.
on
I
there
shouldn't laugh at that.
and
I
th-
mean,
and
it just
they
dawned on
fold the
me.
money
Mm.
around it. They would fold their money around it on
Yep.
either side and remember so now when I think garter, I if I don't see money attached to it, I'm like, they're not having a good night. Like my first thought is not.
Oh.
I just assume they're not having a good night. Oh, thank you for gifting the sub to Tinker Spell.
Oh,
Welcome to the
look
channel.
at that, Tink. You show up and you get a gift. Nice.
Yeah. No, you should never slip money into a woman's garter. It's very inappropriate. You let them put it there themselves because you never touch a woman's garter, especially in a club, because that will get you shot or stabbed or worse. And there's worse. Uh, Tinker is cool. The garter stocking thigh high combo. Yes, you're speaking my language. It's that's the hot shit. That's the good shit. Mwah, good shit. But back
I
to
like my
furries.
thigh highs. I like my thigh highs.
Mhm.
Oh. Sorry, furries. Go ahead. Sorry. Mm.
Oh no! I was just saying, like, I don't. I'll ask you something always before touching. That's right, Kagami. We always practice safe
Consent
and
is key.
consensual. Consent. Number one rule. Consent. Number two rule. Respect. Number three rule. No king shaming. Let me pee in your butt. Um. No, first, I don't consider that fetish wear because that is a persona. To me, like if someone comes in a furry outfit and they're like not their furry is not wearing any clothes, that's just a nude furry to me. Because I don't consider the furries clothing, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, because it's not at that point. Like that's who they are. That's their second skin, really. It's not clothing. So yeah.
I had
Well,
our sorry, I was wondering why I could hear us in the corner of my ear. I had my phone had Twitch open. And I was
oh,
like,
I was like, and here we are, awkwardly staring at each other. Okay, where are we going with this? All right, here we are. Here we are. I was like,
well, I think it's time to do a little review. I haven't got the graphic done yet. I'm going to work on this weekend, but the intro graphic for Rebecca's reviews.
Rebecca's review. Oh,
Rebecca's toy
okay.
review. So what are we talking about this week, Miss Rebecca? I love my
Well,
thighs.
speaking of TikTok, and oh, that's cute.
I just thought about we haven't talked about costuming in general, like just
Oh, well,
cosplay,
let's talk
role
about
play
it. Well, go
cosplay.
ahead.
No, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
No,
to
go ahead.
interrupt
No,
the
it's
toy
fine.
review.
No, it's good.
I agree. It isn't fetish wear. I had a friend in college who was very close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, costumes, just general costumes. Anything could be fetish wear. I think that's where we're gonna put this. Say you don't necessarily know it's fetish wear because, like I said, it could anything be as innocuous as bracelets, a choker, a corset,
I think chokers are hot.
just mhm. A pair of panties is fetish wear if you're into that. A pair of high heels, boring plain Jane. I'm not talking like stilettos. I'm talking like boring plain Jane high heels. Converse can be fetish wear if you're into people because people have like fetishes for just like the Chuck Taylors.
Yeah, and as Stone said, the vampire style, like the old English style of clothing, that's always been a good fetish wear.
Oh, witch garb and maid outfits. French maid, 100% fetish wear. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
French
Well,
maid,
yeah,
is that
Derek.
fetish
People
wear? Or is that
love the
just pure
French
sex
maid.
wear?
Yeah. That's just pure sex right there. That's that good shit.
It's a good shit.
All right. Now we can totally get. I'm sorry, I did not interrupt the toy review because we were very excited to see what you're talking about.
Shut up. Let her talk.
Yes. Tell us about your toy.
Are you sure? Are you good?
Hold on. Yes. All right. Go ahead. All right.
Don't make me come in there,
100%.
John.
I'm ready for it. You're gonna see me if a boner if you do.
Okay. So, going along with my first couple of toy reviews theme, I decided to review the Tracy's dog, which is blowing up on TikTok, and everybody's like, you have to, even Miko was like, you have to get a Tracy's dog.
That does not look like a dog to me.
But it might make you howl at the moon. I mean,
it is a clit stimulator with a clit and G spot stimulator simultaneous.
What is that hole right there? What is that used for?
It's for your clit. It's like a sonic vibration.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't suck and vibe, it just vibes. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's pulsating. It's not quite even a vibe. It's like it's more like a thumping.
Bum.
Yeah, it's like a thumping sensation. Now I am about to like break the internet. If I was gonna give it out of 5 flockers, I'd give it a 3. Like
really?
So many women are like, this is the most, even Miko. Miko is like, oh my God, it's so amazing. It was okay. It was nice. It was not as I expected more. Like I was like, for all the hype that it got.
Do you think you
but
were overhyped? It was like, you
I
see
was
that movie
overhyped.
and it's so hyped up, you're like, it couldn't live up to the hype.
Right. And it was overhyped for me. Yeah, and I think that if this was your, because I have a toy that's also very similar to this, um, so I think that if you had never had a toy like this before, I can see where the hype comes from. You know, like almost
Hmm.
like if you see the remake of a movie and you're like, "Oh, this is so great," but you think the original is better, that type of thing. I think that if you've never had this type of toy, it's great. It really does give you some great sensations. It really does get up into that hitting that deep G spot. I think it's awesome. Um, but I honestly I thought it was a little eh, underwhelming.
Okay.
Underwhelming. I didn't.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I was like with any toy, you're giving your personal review, not like
Yes.
overall review, because like I said, everybody is built differently.
Hmm.
No
Yes.
two vagines are the same. No two clit is in the right, in the same place. And so, do you ever
I
wonder
think it
though,
had
like when?
I think it
Go
had a
ahead.
lot to do with the not so much. Oh, we're gonna get into detail here. Not so much as
Yeah, we're gonna get in detail.
okay. Not so much as the clit part as the G spot part, because for me it takes maybe a little bit more sensation for me. So it wasn't as strong, and maybe that's why I thought it was underwhelming. But some women don't need that as strong stimulation. So
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I have learned when talking. Oh, go ahead. Shep. Sorry.
Well,
Go
no,
ahead.
no. I was gonna say, yeah, and it does again boil down to for every person that finds it so amazing that they just in generally, especially for the internal stimulation, just might have a similar internal like curvatures to their body to the G spot and everything else. So, and then for others, it just doesn't line up. See, I mean, for all the
I
toys,
think
especially internal, you
What a,
can't get them all.
what about your F spot and your H spot? Were they hitting those?
oh
I was just listen. I'm just wondering because like I said, everybody has a different spot.
there is an A
Um,
spot. There is an A spot.
that's called the anus.
No, it's not called the Aries. Oh my god. Okay, so anyway, I think that this is a great toy. Again, it's a budget toy. I think it's great for those who want a toy like this but don't want to spend a ton of money. Um and I think honestly, just sort of like the rose, I think it's great if you this is one again I would take probably my travel toy, because if I lost it or something happened to it, I wouldn't necessarily be sad that I lost it or, whatnot. Like, so it's good if you don't want to spend a lot of money. And you can find it on Amazon. You literally can go to Amazon and order it, and it's $25. And
Hmm.
yeah, so it's
Amazon's a great
it's
place for
great.
second
$25,
gifts.
surprisingly cheap. Yeah.
Hmm.
Right, exactly. So I think it's great for I think comparatively for the money you pay for it, it's a great toy. For the money that you pay for it. I think that there are better toys out there, but you're also going to pay the better toy price. So I think that it's worth the hype on that aspect, that you want a budget toy that really can get the job done, then this would be it. But I think if you can afford a toy that's more higher end, I would go for that.
Yeah. Well, I will say, Kagome and Tinkerspell in the chat say, they had something very similar, and like I said, they didn't like it as much as other things. So, and I can get to, and like I said, I've learned because the more I talk to people, especially with this kink community, we talk about toys because toys in the bedroom are very important in any relationship. So if you're not using toys in the bedroom, you're doing it wrong. Race that Hot Wheels car up her ass
Toys are
cheek.
tools, not competition. Toys are
Damn
tools,
straight.
and that goes for ladies as well as men. Like
Mm-hmm.
like I'm a firm believer. Ladies, get over yourselves. That just like the men should get over themselves. Toys are tools, not competition.
Damn straight. Tag in a bro. You'll thank yourself later. Um, but I had a lot of misconceptions when we started talking about toys and all that. And when I was younger, I just thought like a vibrator was a vibrator, and it just went, and that was it, and it was just stimulation. But the more people I talk to, they're not, they're not into just straight vibration.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and it's just, but I can see why, because I don't see how that would be pleasing at all. If you put a vibrator on me, I'm just like, what are you doing?
Well,
This
vibration
makes
is,
my skin itch.
and vibration is quite hyped. You know, I know, especially in the porn industry with like your Hitachis and all that kind of stuff.
You got a
Because those are just nothing
free.
but hardcore vibration.
I find vibration has its places. I feel for me in certain areas, it's just too much. Like that's why I
Mhm.
love my womanizer and those things that aren't strictly vibration because yeah. It's like
Yeah.
okay, you end up numb. It actually ends up painful at some point. You're like not enjoyable. So
Well, like I said, because as someone who's also a very firm believer of toys in the bedroom, I don't like vibration. It does make my skin itch. Like, and yeah, like going to she likes vibration. It was one of those things. It's personal preference, 100% all the way. But yeah,
and
for me,
it
like
is it's
vibration,
like
it
toy like I said,
makes my skin itch.
Miko loves the Tracy's dog. I thought it was okay, but I have a toy similar to the Tracy's dog, but is a different type of feel because of the mechanics and the just all of it, and I like that. And it's the same, it's similar, but the feeling is different. Everybody is different, and that's why every toy. That's why there's the toys are so diverse. Even though you can look at the same dildo and it all be the same, it's not all the same. Just like
Not all the
it's
time.
and
Yeah,
no,
but
and I think that's the beauty of toys are.
yeah, but
Yeah.
unlike Tracy's mom,
Mm.
who's got it going on, Tracy's dog is okay. All right.
Yeah. Who is this Tracy, and why is her dog shaped like that? What happened to her that she thinks that's a dog?
Right?
And like I said,
Stifler's
Kagome and
mom is even
Tinkerswell just
better.
like vibration is the best. And yeah, I guess it's one of those things where everybody's body is absolutely
Mhm.
different. So always know when we're reviewing these toys, when Miss Rebecca's reviewing toys, she's reviewing them for her, not a general status. Like,
Right.
so always take it with this is her opinion, not so much fact of life.
And
We
a
say
lot of
that a
these
lot.
I try to see both sides. Like I'll tell you if it's crap. And this is not crap. I honestly if I had somebody come up to me and I've actually had a couple people ask like I am looking to get a toy. What should I get? And this would probably be one of the few, like one of the ones I would say, okay, we'll start here because it is gentler, because it is softer, because it's not so overwhelming. I think, and it's the cost is lower. I think that I was like, hey, start here. And because it hits both the clit and in penetration, you can figure out which one you like. And then you can go from there. You can go one way or the other. I think this is one I definitely would recommend for a beginner, not so much as somebody like me who has had toys for years, you know? So it just that's where I recommend. I try to find the positive in all the toys because the toys have hype for a reason.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Kagome, I'm proud of you. You are getting into this kink world. You're coming into it. You're both excited and you're self-discovering. You are amazing. I am I am so proud when people get out there and they discover who they are and you're not afraid to tell us, what you enjoy and stuff like that. Kudos to you. You are such a good girl. And I said good girl because I know how much you like that. And I'm so proud that you know what you like and you're excited to go out and find it. And I am in awe of your ability to do that. And I'm excited for you and I'm proud of you. You're amazing.
I love her.
Awesome. I get that
There's my
praise.
review.
Get that
So
praise.
3 out of 5 floggers. That is where I sit with
That's
it.
not a bad review. I mean, I have started Amazon shopping for male toys. So, like, when you start running out of female ones, I could do a male one. I like, I very much. Oh, Daddy's always proud of you. Keep doing it.
That's so cute. I love it.
That was
I know.
adorable.
That's amazing.
I love it. That made me happy, Kagome. Thank you. You literally made my evening with that.
Gave her the happy blush. Good job. Good job,
Oh,
Kakome. You doing a good job.
you're doing a good job.
Which leads us next
Good show.
into the next little bit, isn't it? The audio effects.
Mm-hmm. And I want to talk more than just dirty talk because we've talked dirty talk before, but there are certain and Miss Rebecca came. You guys, if you like this episode, it's all coming from Rebecca's brain because she came up with those inside this, and I think they're both brilliant. Because there's a big difference between like audio triggers that arouse you and vocal triggers. I mean, yeah, there is like sound involved in both, but there are certain sounds that just, oh yeah,
Yeah. I'm an audiophile. Like yeah. Yeah. All the sounds. Give me all the sounds. What is he doing?
right there. What strikes fear in many children also strikes moist time for many male and female people.
Looks like a moist toilet.
But belt, yes, belt.
Yes.
No, the sound of cracking leather, and it doesn't even have to be um, something like BDSM related. Um, being blindfolded on top of that bliss, damn straight. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the crack of leather. But earlier when I was making the sound of a sprinkler, and this is going to sound crazy, but I knew somebody who got like lost it. They were like uber turned on by the sound of a sprinkler because they love summer and like they love the idea of like outdoor sex and just the hot sweat, and the sound of a sprinkler triggered, I guess when they were in their adolescence, they grew up, first loves, first like really heat, being out in the hot sun, cool, refreshing sprinkler. The sound of a sprinkler turned them on, like made them physically aroused because it just triggers something in them.
Like mowing the lawn.
Sound of a lawnmower.
And I mean, not
Or
mowing the lawn doesn't do it for me, but that's what a sprinkler makes me think of.
But yeah, it's just like little sounds like that people don't realize that absolutely turn on, like, trigger things in your head that associate with sex. Well played. Did you bring the mac and cheese? Yes, the sound of mac and cheese.
Oh
Just
my.
stirring a big bowl of mac and cheese.
Macawap.
Mac or wap. You guys would never let me play that game, and I want to play that game eventually. I want to play. Is it the sound of macaroni being stirred, or is it the sound of wet ass pussy? And I think we should play that one time. Just saying. Just saying. Tonight would have been a good episode for that. But what are some like sounds that get you going?
Oh, well, I think the impact. I think, and it has to be like it can't be just like slamming on things, like you did the belt or the sound of somebody getting spanked or that impact. I think that there is nothing hotter than like somebody like growling or like breathing in your ear or moaning in your ear or just moaning in general, like growling and moaning.
That made
It's
my
just
eye
that
twitch a little bit.
what?
In a
Ah,
good
Why
yes.
way.
twitch?
Like,
Oh,
no,
I
it
was like,
did.
what?
Yeah. No,
I think that's like that, and even not just moaning, it's just like that like that groan, you
I am
know?
a big fan of labored breath. Like, that
Yeah.
like almost a moan. Like you can't even make the sound, just the sound, the wind that's created, like the air that comes out of your lungs when you're trying to moan. That is a big trigger. Let's see. The audience says the sound of flogging and the sound of electric play. That is a very distinct sound. As someone who has been hit with a violent wand, yep. the sad part is the violent one wasn't even on. He just hit me with it. He was
I mean,
so I got the sound of both.
if you want, I can get it for you if you
Oh,
like
go
the
get it.
sound.
Oh, I'm a big fan of the sound. A whimper. Let's see. But yeah,
And
I think we all have. What about you, Shep?
I've always made sure to play on the love of the sound of flogging with the audience, because when you're at events and such, you as soon as the sound of the flogger or the impact gets louder, you can hear the reaction of the crowd, the oohs and the ahs and all that kind of stuff. So making sure to take care of the person in front of you while trying to appease and give the audience a little fun too. There are tricks to where you can make things sound louder, like you're hitting harder and all that kind of stuff, but you're not on the person. So you're taking care of the body, but then you're getting slightly closer to uh, hit the body with a little more of the flogger tail, which just makes a louder sound, but not a louder or harder pain. So yeah, I'm definitely all about entertaining the crowd and giving them those fun sounds that they love.
You know what? You know, it's a sound that does it for me. Not quite as instantaneously as like the belt sound or the cinching sound. You know, like when you're cinching a corset or somebody's like you tying like doing like shibari or rigging and you hear the sound of the rope, like that sound. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Oh, I absolutely
that
know what
that
you're
that
talking
cinch
about.
sound, the knot sound, that even just like the tightening of like of a rope, like that rope
Some bondage actually can give you the similar sounds when you're strapping them on the wrist restraints and such.
Hmm.
or leather,
Um,
that sound of leather.
Mhm.
That
for me, and you could tell just how like Pavloved I am because I can hear
he's
this
like drooling.
sound over.
He's
Yeah,
drooling
no,
over
I mean
here.
I could hear this sound. I don't care what's going on, how loud it is. I can hear this sound from a mile away, and it will literally turn my head like it's like a spider sense. The sound of nylon on nylon is two like legs walking. I can hear that, and I immediately just start to drool a little bit. I'm just like, somebody's walking around here.
And yet, in some cases, it can be even simpler scenario where people just react to specific tones of voice. Like a good example is Rebecca's when it's triggered on the other chats, the sexy time or sexy hotline voice. See
Very breathy voice.
that is a very breathy and very kind of specific tone that many audiences react to.
I like to tie up.
I, I want to do both.
Yeah. You have not missed out on so much. You are just being introduced to it.
No.
You are being introduced to it. That's welcome to the world of kink community where it doesn't matter how late you show up to the party, we're still excited to have
Mm-mm.
you and we'll show you
Yeah.
everything you've missed and just
And
let
we'll
you
take
free
you under our
explore.
wing and
Mhm.
we'll show you the way. Like it's like
You know what's
honestly
blowing my mind?
what?
I can see myself in the back of Shep's room.
Oh.
I can
Oh,
see
that
the
he
reflection of his
he
monitor.
was like, "I
Oh,
was gonna say something about Kagome," and he's like, "I can see myself in the mirror."
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just ADD and squirreled for a minute. I'm looking over at Shep's camera.
I
I'm
was
like, that's me.
he's our special boy.
I'm a
Oh,
special
so good boy.
boy. I'm a good boy.
Oh, Kagome, it's one of those like you honestly I'm gonna sound egotistical here, but this community, this our portion, our sect of this community is is very welcoming, and we're all very nurturing, and we're all about educating, and we're all about acceptance. And honestly, we would love to help you, and you got very lucky that we're just like, yes, let's teach you how to do it safely and have fun. And we would, you didn't miss anything. We are all more than welcome to like walk you down this path and let you explore all of the fun things, and we will make sure that you are safe and that you are have like it's not toxic or dangerous. And hell, that's great. That's great, and I'm very excited for you. I'm very excited because I've been in it. I mean, I haven't been in it since I was in my 20s, but I mean, just in the past few years. So, like, you sort of forget the excitement of the newness of it. And that's what we love about it, is that you're all so excited, and we're like, "Yay! Well, let's teach you how fun it is and how not creepy it is."
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, if you're in the kink community, you're a wizard. You are never late nor early to the show. You showed up
Mm-mm.
exactly when you were ready.
Exactly.
And if
Yes.
you're ready, walk in the door. And that's one thing. We're in Charlotte. We have like events like Purgatory, and there's many other, not just Purgatory. There's many other fetish events and stuff like that that are very welcoming and very open. And we can absolutely, yeah, Tinkerspell said it right. That's what the community is all about: safety, making sure others are safe and able to enjoy fun moments. We don't kink shame. We only help to explore. We're like Pinhead and his group. We got such pleasures and such sights to show you. Except there's no hooks unless you're into that shit, and then there's hooks because we got that. But if you're not into it, we're not. You don't have to be about it.
Yeah, stupid
COVID,
COVID, but it's fine.
yeah, but we'll
Just
get
made all our
there.
kinks virtual.
Mhm.
Well, most of them, yes.
Well,
Yeah,
some
there
of
are
them
still
kind
some
of.
events, but I do recommend going to the smaller events until COVID clears up and social distancing. We get them long floggers that hit you from across the room. Just
6 feet.
uh,
6 feet.
the 6 feet flogging.
Is
Uh,
it what
It'll
I
get
feel
there
like
in a
is one of
minute.
those, those Chinese yo-yos?
No, no, no. We can't.
Yo yo it, people.
I can't joke about this one because I know a guy that has one of those. That damn thing is heavy as hell, but yeah, it's
Can
a real
food
thing.
be a fetish? Still made absolutely food can be a fetish.
Absolutely.
Buddy, I'm telling you what, you need to go and listen to the Dinks with Kinks
Listen
that
to
comes
her.
out
Yeah,
anywhere,
splashing.
everywhere you love podcast. Dinks with Kinks. The title's right there next to the logo. Am I pointing the right way? Oh, am I? No, I'm pointing the wrong way. There's a logo. Go Google it. I Googled it today just to see how easy it was to find. It's available everywhere. And we talk about food. We talk about splashing. Rule 34. If it exists, there's a fetish for it, and it will end up on our wheel eventually. Tomorrow's episode is literally about blushing. Blushing. Just think about that. I'm not going to say anything more because I want you to go listen to the episode, but we'll talk about it more
It's
later.
all about beating ass and making him blush. That's what
Yeah.
it was.
So no hooks. Totally hooks, fire, and grinders. So no hooks here. And that's okay. You don't have to be into anything. Blushing
You
is,
don't
in
have to
fact,
be a
a
hooker.
fetish.
No.
You don't have to
It
be a
is a
hooker.
fetish.
We don't have to hook you. In fact, I can't watch it. That was when we talked about suspension and whatnot. I think one of my favorite stories from the episode. This is like me. I cannot handle looking at it because I get a little weak. I get a little squeezy. And I'm just like, ooh,
Ugh.
ooh. But I used to have to film all that stuff for Purgatory, and they would do the hooks and whatnot. And I would just be like, okay, camera guy. I would have interns following me around and be like, you're in charge of filming this. But why are you? I'm not going to be here. I'm going to go outside.
It's like the smoking vagina.
If
Yeah,
you
it
want your
was.
rope time 101 this weekend.
And I
Woo.
think that was maybe one of the purgatories to where you were outside, and that was
Mhm.
one of my favorite suspension times because I was the dom laying on the ground, flogging the person as she spun back and forth over me.
Yes and nope.
It was
So
a birthday
Kagome,
thing. Yeah.
Kagome, it is absolutely okay to nope out of a situation. I am big in the kink world, and there are so many things I will nope out of. I have no problem with other people being into them, and I don't judge anybody. I just know my limits. Limits are important, and they're perfectly fine. If anyone ever tells you it's not okay to not be okay with this,
Red flag.
red
Red
flag.
flag. Red
Red
flag.
flag.
Big one.
Yeah, so,
Big one.
Because you don't have to. You can literally just. You can be kinky and not be into everything. Let's say you're just a little, and that's all you are, and that's all you ever want to be. Guess what? You're kinky, and no one can tell you otherwise.
yes, I mean,
There is no level of kink that makes you kinkier or less kinky. You just may not be into this. You may not be into that. Kinky is kinky, no matter
And
what it
it's
is.
okay to change your mind. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of things when I first started in the kink community, I was like, absolutely not. Like, that is on my hard no list. Now I'm like, you know what? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Like,
Doing this
it's
podcast,
okay. Yeah.
doing this podcast has opened my eyes to a lot of things, and also just kind of like put that nail in the coffin that this wasn't my thing. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean that the fetish was bad or the kink was bad. I'm just like, no. After doing thorough research, this is not for me. Let's talk about it
Mhm.
because it still fascinates me why people are into stuff. But it's not for me.
yeah. I was just thinking about it, about that audio stuff again. Sometimes it's not just the audio; it's the audio and specific words that trigger.
Oh yeah, I have trigger words.
Yeah, because I mean, some it's just like they like to be referred to as a sub. Some like to be called little one. Some like to be referred to as little kittens or pets. So it's the specific things that make you blush and the brows raise and so on and so forth.
There are two particular. Well, there's a couple words. If you just say those words, doesn't matter what context, as long as it's not a negative context. I'm ready. Let's do this.
I
Rope
don't
tying
know.
next weekend, not this weekend. Yeah, there are some words. Tinkerspell's right. That list is almost ever changing, finding out what you love and what you don't as you go. And like I said, yeah, I always say I'll try anything once and maybe again with somebody else because I've had partners where I'm like, I am not into this, and then a couple of years go by, and maybe I want to try it again because I've evolved as a person, and I'm like, okay, yeah. Now I'm like, hot damn, this is my thing. Man, I'm into it now. I'm real into it. But there's also things that I'm like, as time goes on, I'm not into anymore. Like,
Mhm.
I've just kind of aged out and just evolved differently.
Yeah.
What are some of your trigger words? Either one of you. Like words that, and they don't have to necessarily be nicknames or pet names. I'm just talking words in general, like the word. I know a lot of people, if you look at them and say, fuck, they're good to go. It just triggers something, and it's the way you say it. You just look them dead in the face and go, fuck. Like, holy fuck, you're hot.
Or just
Like,
like,
just one response.
how are you this evening, little one? Stuff like that.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be, and like you said, it could be pet names
Mm.
or it could be plain words.
Yeah.
Said, I have fetishes. There are two words that if you say will trigger and arouse me. They're not names. So, is there a word that, like, in your head you associate with getting it on and will instantly, if not immediately arouse you, but kind of put you on that path? And yes, there are words that have the opposite effect too.
Yeah, there are words
Sounder.
that I have more that are opposite effects, not words. I honestly I'm more of a sound person. It's not so much words. It's because I'm a musician. So there are certain sounds I'm more into that. Like there aren't words that really I'm like, like
Oh, yeah.
sounds. I'm more sounds.
Hey,
Yeah.
Rebecca, you doing a good job.
You're doing a good job. And Kagome wants to put it on record. She likes little one.
Aww.
I saw Shep read that comment. I watched his face as he read that comment and just big old grin on his face. But yeah,
I'm an enabler, you know me.
yeah.
Before Dom, I love to be the mentor or people to help safely explore their thoughts.
I like the hollow slap right there.
That sounds
And then
more
the
like a
hard.
lonely night, but yeah.
Fucker.
Yeah, the lonely night.
The lonely night. Nice.
The
That was nice.
found the new link. Hold on, you ready? Ready for the find the new link?
Found the new link. New video uploaded.
Yeah, new video uploaded. Oh, there's a good one.
Yeah, I don't think that there's a word. I think it's all auditory. It's all sound for me.
And yeah, like I said, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, yeah. There's no wrong way to be turned on.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because I mean, think back to all these years ago. Ooh,
There are some wrong ways to get turned on.
We're
There are
not talking about
some.
those here.
No, we will not, because those are wrong, and we all know those. Those are the blanket wrong ones, and those are the no ones. Those are the no ones. So
No.
no. Those are no. No.
Crimes against humanity.
Crimes in
against
general.
nature.
Just crimes.
Crimes in general.
Just crimes.
Just crimes. No. Those are just crimes.
mhm.
What about you, Shep? Do you have any words or things that particularly trigger you?
Mm,
Ooh,
I don't believe
I hate
so.
things.
Unfortunately, yeah, that that Vulcan in me just doesn't have that reaction to words, I guess. I'll think about it though, but I don't believe so.
This sound, hold on. I don't know if you can hear this.
That would be like a
Leather?
zipper. Almost like
No,
the sound of a zipper.
the sound of leather stretching.
Uh,
Yeah, not an impact, not so much, but like very much the bondage sound, or you're wearing leather and you shift.
Or
And like,
PVC, that PVC like cat suit
yeah.
sound. Yeah.
But yes, consent is always important. Even if you're practicing consensual non-consent, there's
It's
still
still
consent
consented.
involved. You can role play all you want, but you both got to know you're role playing and you both got to consent to it.
And there's no such thing as blanket consent. Like,
Mm-mm.
and
no,
did we
especially-
approve him to have this crop out this episode?
I don't live with him. That's on you. That's your boy. You go get him.
I don't think there was consent with this.
That's your department. Oh my god, I am
You wanna come in
screenshotting
and
that
take it
and I'm
from me?
taking a picture. I am totally screenshotting that, and that is going on a shirt.
What? His face or me going?
Both.
You've been very, very naughty. Are you giving a praise? He'll stop. I don't know. I took some praise in the last episode. Are those with rape roleplay fantasies?
There are those, yes.
That's
But
and
that's
that's what we were
definitely
just talking about.
That's
all pre-talked
consensual
about and stuff,
non-consent.
yeah.
Consensual non-consent. And like I said, but that's also, you have to do the communication and safe words. That's why it's important. In fact, Miss Rebecca's first audio episode with Dinks with Kinks was all about. It was the part 1 of consensual non-consent when we talked about safety
And how to have the
and safe words.
conversation.
A
Yes. How to
conversation.
have conversation and consent.
Tinkerspell, never apologize for lagging in the conversation. I'm in the conversation and I'm lagging.
Well,
so
if I'm not mistaken, Tinkerspell's also recovering from COVID, so she's lagging, period, poor thing.
Kagome, you can both be a good girl and a naughty one at that at the same time. They're not mutually exclusive. In fact, sometimes good girls are very naughty. It all depends on your definition of good.
I'm a good girl with an attitude. Like that.
Tinkerspell, actually, that was not a video one. That's an audio one. If you go to anywhere you listen to Dinks, anywhere you listen to podcasts, look up Dinks with Kinks. It's episode 10, the conversation. I think it's consent.
10.
Yeah,
Episode 10.
I'm almost surprised that we haven't had this conversation before.
What? What
Um,
conversation?
with Tink about the podcast. Hmm.
Well, I mean,
Apologies
I
that I
usually
haven't
advertise.
that I've mentioned it.
I mean, I do advertise it on like the Purgatory page and some fetish groups page. But yeah, it's easy to miss if you don't know. But yeah, we actually have an audio podcast that comes out every Saturday at 1:13 anywhere you listen to podcasts. That one we actually cover a specific fetish each week. Like so, it's very targeted to that fetish. The live stream we kind of go nuts with it. We'll do 3 topics usually. Topic A, toy review. Topic B,
The toy reviews the sandwich is like it's sandwiched in the
it's
middle.
the cream in the middle because we're gonna
It's
get
the
cream
cream in
out
the
of it.
middle.
And I can
Oh
validate
god.
Tinker's
Mhm.
spell can be quite bratty.
I mean, brats are fun. I'm a bratty dom, I have found out. And I'm coining that phrase. I'm not a brat tamer by any stretch of the means. I am a bratty dom. I'm a dom who is bratty.
I think I'd run the
Growl.
gambit. I think if I were to say like I'd run the gambit. Like I could yeah.
Yeah, you could.
I've actually yeah.
Yeah, it's if you're off Facebook, it's hard. It's hard to catch up on things that like changing around if you're off the social media. That's why we try to do Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We try to cover all of them. Like sassy about it. Yeah, I want to be a bratty dom. Like I love brats. I don't tame them. I just push them in their own traps. They want to be they want to be bratty.
You know.
Mhm. I'm clever with it too. I think
Who's a
what was it
bratty boy?
our discipline episode where I told you my favorite punishments are to give you exactly what you want but you don't want at the same time. It's like, all right, you want to be bratty? We're gonna be wholesome about it. Let's watch a movie. Let's cuddle. Let's be sweet. Mhm. I'm sinister. And I'm also going to jump Hot Wheels off your ass. So
Oh my god. Okay, and with that.
I think.
hey guys, let's
Yeah.
do king stuff. Arr.
Yeah. On
I'm
those
telling you what,
notes. Jeez.
Fridays and Mondays, 2 favorite nights. We got Dinks with Kinks on Fridays, and on Mondays we have Don During 101. Tomorrow night, a
And a
little
Roots
less
happy hour.
kinky, and a Roots happy. Monday is just a fun day. We got all kinds of stuff. All
Well,
the
Monday.
things.
If you're gonna promote yours, I want to promote mine.
Okay, promote away. There you go.
I'll toss mine in there too. I don't have one. Never mind.
No, you're on a Roots
Chip,
happy
you're
hour.
on the Roots happy hour.
You're like good. Shh.
I'm good. Shh.
Actually, technically, since Sean's producing this one, it's a Roots happy hour right now. Mine is Sean.
It is. And usually a Roots happy hour does turn into Dinks with Kinks light with Sean.
Yeah, it
with
does.
Special guest Sean.
It does. It's Dinks with Kinks light. Like if you like, it really is. So,
Is our producer Sean is just as kinky as we are. He just doesn't, he's only on camera if we make him.
This is also true.
And you would talk like, oh no, I won't say, but I'm just saying it is never too late. It is never too late to.
It's never too late. It's never too late for kink.
Oh wow.
So stay tuned tomorrow night for Con Carolina's television. It's a little less kinky, but really geeky, really good stuff. It's the good stuff. They're playing a tabletop game called Unlocked. I have no idea what it's about, but I'm excited to watch. It starts tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Right here, right where you are right now. If you're here, just come back here tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tell the tabletop gaming. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be fun. We're going to find all kinds of ways to mess with them while they play, so we can yell. Props. I am your host, John, and with me, as always, the most audible in all the right ways, Mr. Shep.
Good evening. Until next time, everyone.
And the woman who always knows what to wear, even if it's nothing, Miss Rebecca. That face.
Bye.
Bye.
I love it. I love that. It's my favorite part ever. So I get to do it twice in a week. Oh, so good. Remember to follow us on social media at Dinks with Kinks on Twitter, Instagram, and the Facebook, and listen to everywhere you listen to podcasts on audio form. Dinks with Kinks. New episodes every Saturday at 1:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody have a great night. Everybody say good night.
Night.
Good night, everyone.